Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up the portable near-infrared sauna by Creatrix Solutions. So first I've just unzipped the bag and I'm going to pull out all the contents. First we have the EMF blocking tent. Intersectionally. Put these to the side. Then we have grounding mats. Depending on if you're doing the lay down or the sit. And then here we have all the poles. Nice and simple. So I have taken out the poles and we have different ones and they're labeled L for like length. We have W for width and D, multiple D's here are for depth. And the configuration is going to depend on if we're doing the lay down or the sit down / stand up style, which we'll do both. You have these longer ones here with E, and these are what are used to hold the actual lamps. So with one configuration, you'll be using one, and with like the lay down, you'll use both of these. And it also comes with an assortment of different like angles, and these are the corners. And again, it'll just depend on where we use these based off the setup of the sauna. So I've started the base here. This is going to be the bottom of it. We have two L's right here for length, two L's for length here. In the back, we have a W for width and another W for width right here. And on each one, we have one of the three like triangle spots that'll go in the corner here. And in the middle, since we're doing the lay down first, we're going to use one of the T's. And the only difference with this and the stand up is when you do the stand up, you're going to use these straight ones on one side here. So these are going to replace the T's if you're wanting to do the stand up on this. So one thing that's really important is with all of these little knobs, you want to make sure in the placement that they're all facing inward. And that's going to give you all the the appropriate positioning for this. So all these little knobs are going to face inward, facing inside the tent. So I have everything on the bottom frame assembled, and now I'm going to start going upwards. What you want to do is start with the D2 at the bottom here. We're going to face everything inward, and then the D1 goes on top. Now, it's important, like on this one right here, if you're doing the stand up, this is when you would use the straight one and you would not be putting these in here for you. This is going to be empty. But since we're doing the lay down here, this is how it's going to be. And you'll do each one of these. So I just finished putting up the D1s and the D2. So D2 is on the bottom, D1 goes up. And then I put the tops on here. It's really important to know with these triangles on top, this is going to save you some time, is there's different dots on these, but this one on the bottom, as you can see, it doesn't have any other holes besides this, and this is the one that's going to be connecting right to the top here. And then once you have that set up, over here, again, everything goes on the inside. Again, so here's the W for width, and it's going to come in here. You just snap it in on both sides. And then I have L for long. We have another L. We do this till the whole frame is built. Okay, so now I have the entire frame set up. And that includes the two little pipes that don't have any of the poles that aren't like locked down, but they have the little kind of claw to go over. And this is a great feature because it allows you to move around the lamps, and this is what the lamps are going to sit on. So if you want to move them around from side to side, you can do that. So what I have here is already set up. I have the 2 hooks. And you'll see this can go on one here. And the other one can go here. So now the lamp is safely set. If I want to, again, I can move it around anywhere I'd like. And once you're ready, you can have this plugged in. And the lamp is on. And again, at any time, if you want to move this around, if you want to focus on your upper back or lower back or legs, this is easily adjustable throughout the entire sauna. So now I'm going to start setting up the panels. And the first one I'm using here is the one that's going to wrap around the entire front and back side. To make sure you have these positioned appropriately, the key factor here is you want to make sure that this opening, which is going to be the door, is here at the top, not at the bottom, so that it can zip. And the goal is going to be that so you can open this and then roll over here onto the top to get in and out. One thing I do want to mention is that you also want to use the Velcro on the inside to go to the poles before you do any of the zipping of the panels. So the side panel is completely installed. Velcro's in all around. One thing is important to notice, if you haven't already, a great feature is that the inside here actually has them on both sides. So you can easily open this from the inside and out. So I have everything set up. Next what I'm gonna do is put on the roof. You do not want to put a panel anywhere on the floor because that's where you're going to be laying and you don't want to be popping the bubbles. So that's where the grounding mat is going to be placed. So at this point, I've placed the roof right on top and I'm going to be zipping this connecting to the side panels. What's important to know is that this is where the zipper goes and it's going to connect to the thing, just like a jacket would. The zipper goes. It'll zip all the way around to here, and then I'll Velcro these on. Now the roof is zipped and connected, and what I'm gonna do now is take this one as a side panel, and as you can see, it is just for Velcro, and it's gonna go right here. The reason this is here is for the stand-up version, it'll be opposite, and this will be the floor, so there's no bottom. And again, everything is set up in here. So now I'll just Velcro right here and everything will be connected. So now all of the side panels are connected. And again, we lift this up. You can leave it like this for you to easily step in and enter here. Next is the grounding mat. Okay, so this is the grounding mat. It's upside down. And what I have this for right now is a configuration for the laydown. So this right here comes with extra Velcro to attach these. Otherwise, this will be all by itself and this is one piece. And you get quite a few extra of these with your shipment. But what we're doing is taking these and connecting these so that we can carry through the grounding of the mat. In the next part, I'll show you the actual grounding cable that connects to the wall. But for now, we have everything transferred over so that the entire mat is being grounded. So on the one side of the mat, on the upside, you're gonna have these male buttons right here. And that is where this is gonna go. This telephone looking one, this is the grounding wire. So it gets popped on. And so this is gonna go through everything else. And what I wanna show you is this. So where this goes is right there. And now it's actively grounding this mat. And this is how you're gonna have it set up, just upside down inside. So now the lay down is entirely set up. You have the grounding mat set in. And again, this is the actual grounding cable to the top and everything else transfers from below. So you can get in here and lay down. And when you're ready, you put this down and it's on the inside. You are all set. And this is how you do the lay down sauna.